It is time to convene.
All right, on this episode of Council of the Multiverse, we're going to be talking about the Daredevil trailer.
What?
Thunderbolts trailer.
What?
Captain America trailer.
What?
Ironheart trailer.
What?
Fantastic Four.
What?
Moana 2.
What?
Agatha All Along.
What?
And finally, Kraven the Hunter.
That's a lot of trailers.
Plus, a little secret, we got a new segment for the show.
You don't even know that.
And we're going to end it with, guess what?
What?
A review of It Ends
What?
With Us. And it's going to end with us.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yes, we got a lot to talk about. There's a seat for you here at the council. Welcome in. My name is Isaiah, joined by, she just got done being the Red Hulk, but she's now in human form. Lucia, how are you here today?
I am fantastic. How about you?
Oh, fantastic. I like that. I'm ready to talk about all these trailers we got.
Me too. I'm excited.
All right, we're starting off right off the rip with Daredevil, Born Again.
Woo.
All right, so this is a series coming out next year.
Next year.
What are your thoughts?
So it's giving a very spooky vibe of his. Like, is he turning evil? Is he siding with the enemy? What's going on?
Siding with Kingpin? That was my first note. Is it looks intense.
Yeah.
It looks very serious.
Yeah.
They're like, the serious stuff is about to go on this show.
Yeah. Even like the name with the blood dripping, it's very
But also looks
evil.
like the city of New York.
Yeah. Like,
whoever designed that, they were cooking.
They were cooking in the kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen, hell yeah. Yeah. Did you notice Miss Marvel's dad?
Miss Marvel's dad? No. Where was he?
He was like in a quick shot of like something.
No.
I can assure you he was in it. I can't tell you what he was doing, but I saw his bald head. I was like, oh,
what
that's
is he?
Crazy.
Again?
He's a father.
Oh, I thought like
above anything
he was
else.
at work or something. Interesting.
Maybe.
I did not notice.
Maybe. Remember in Miss Marvel when they broke into the church? Which church may or may not be the word that they use. When Damage Control, I think, breaks in. And then they're like, yo, what the fuck? Why are you here? Maybe they do the same thing. Maybe Kingpin breaks in, and that's why we see the dad. Maybe. I don't know why they would do that. I don't know.
So I didn't watch, I don't know if you watched the series, Daredevil, but
I did not.
was Kingpin, he's the same actor in both?
Yeah, both Daredevil and Kingpin, same actor.
Okay, cool.
Their history may or may not be referenced.
And he's confirmed alive still, right?
He's confirmed alive
As we've
and
seen.
trying to... Last we saw him was in Echo, and he is thinking about running for mayor of New York City.
Big oof.
So I imagine in this show he's either... It's election time or he's already won.
Okay.
Or I don't know, maybe they throw a curveball. He lost the election. He ends off one show being like, should I be mayor? And the next time we see him, it's like, damn, I didn't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks very intense, as you
Is
said.
She-Hulk going to appear?
For her boo? Or is
Yeah.
that something they just did, just have romance on her show? To make
Are
it
they
fun?
just out there during the summer just fucking? Or are they in a relationship?
Fucking blind. I don't think. I think maybe we'll see her on her next season. Has there been any confirmed?
No.
No. It was all right. Show.
It was all right.
Yeah.
I'm a man. I can't talk about it. All right, moving on. We got... Well, it looks like a good show. I'm excited. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Next trailer is Thunderbolts.
Woo.
What did you think? You know what? I'll go first. They are cooking.
They're cooking.
I like this trailer the most. This is a good trailer.
Suicide Squad. Who? Right?
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be, right? Like the villains, like villains and heroes. There's both.
Yeah,
but, like,
kind of. I think
redeeming
the
themselves,
rumor
maybe.
going around was like it's like kind of different where maybe at the start of the movie, and then it's kind of like what the trailer played out where Val
With
or
the
somebody else.
black hair.
Yeah. She sends them on a mission individually because, you know, we've been seeing her like rack them up like Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Like showing up to the grave of Natasha. She's like, hey, yo, you want to join my team? Or maybe she doesn't say team, but, you know, you want to work together. Mm-hmm. So she's been plucking them. And the rumor going around is that she sends them all to that one place to kill each other.
Oh, okay.
She wants them to take each other out.
Oh, like get the strongest ones out of them, maybe?
Possibly.
Or just have fun for some reason?
I'm not sure how it turned from that into them teaming up.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to get killed in there, though, right? Like,
yeah.
It turned red, and then it looked like maybe they escaped somehow, so they worked together to get out.
Yeah.
But, like, in the movie, is it confirmed that Val did it? Or is that just a theory that Val did it?
That's just a theory.
Oh, okay.
I think the only official news we got was from this trailer.
Oh,
so, like, we don't know anything else besides that. Yeah. But the theory is, I don't know if you noticed, there's an asterisk on the logo.
Oh.
They changed that, like, kind of recently, like, within the past month.
Oh,
People are thinking, you know, they're going to advertise this movie as the Thunderbolts. And then, like, remember
they change it?
Yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier at the end when he becomes Captain America, they change it at the end. It was fucking cool as hell.
So they're going to change it to something.
It might be, oh yeah, we're going in to watch Thunderbolts, and then at the end,
it's changed.
It's changing to Dark Avengers.
Oh.
Or I'm thinking they might do, because the Dark Avengers is like the comic book series. I don't know if they could go with that name.
But something.
Because I would think that would be the name they use in the actual team.
Okay.
And Dark Avengers, I don't know why you would go around calling yourself the Dark Avengers.
Yeah, like you want to be Avengers.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be a different name, but it's probably going to change like that. Where it's going to be, oh shit, this is a replacement for the Avengers. Okay. Also, there's another theory. People were saying, like, I saw one person talking about this trailer.
Just one.
And I didn't notice it, but they mentioned that right there. We're looking at it. Audio listeners, and you're all audio listeners. This is not a video podcast, at least right now.
Oh, the little
where they're
explosion?
standing in. Oh. Do you remember? This is almost a decade ago. In the Spider-Man movie, they're like, "Oh yeah, the Avengers are moving out of the city. They're moving out of the big tower."
Oh,
remember when they're moving shit and everything?
Yeah.
So they moved to like that compound or whatever, but they're out of the city.
Oh.
So the building is up for sale. And then like in the next Spider-Man movie at the end, he's like flying through the city, goes like there's like an opening at the bottom of the building. And like people thought they were going to reveal who bought the building. They didn't show anything. People are saying like from this trailer, we got the news that Val bought it. I didn't see any confirmation on that, but like maybe it looks high up. So maybe. So that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Another idea, another reason it would be a bad idea to call it Dark Avengers. Stealing the Avengers tower and calling yourself Dark Avengers. It doesn't make any sense.
The DA?
Yeah. So it's probably going to be a different name, but that's the theory. That they're going to take over the Avengers tower. And they're like, the Avengers are nothing anymore. So this is the new Avengers. We're the good guys.
We're good,
but it's all made up of like bad guys.
Because in the trailer, they also use assemble, right? Unless I read that wrong.
Yeah. Like, I think the trailer was like, yeah, careful who you assemble.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I like it. It looks like it's going to be a fun movie.
Yeah. Let's you know what? Let's talk about this after this next trailer because I want to have a little bit of a broader discussion.
Oh.
But yeah, this trailer, very good. Red Guardian, happy to see him back.
Oh, yeah.
My man John Walker is getting disrespected in the show. He back.
Was canceled.
He's probably going to get disrespected again, but it's going to make me like him even more. I'm pulling from him for the guy.
How it ended
He's just
with
a beat down white boy that nobody likes.
Like he
I can relate to that heavy.
Right? Or he was like a weapon, right?
What's up?
He was a weapon, like for the government, or no?
Yeah, he was
I thought he was a robot, honestly.
He's a veteran.
Oh yeah.
So they picked him as the next Captain America, but he was basically just a pawn for the government.
White boy.
And then once he was no longer useful, or when he decapitated the guy, when he became the moment he became Decapitation America, then the government was like, you know what, screw you, dude, we're gonna throw you out because you're a veteran, we don't care about you. So that's where we left off with him. Okay. Well, we left off with him when we got the new suit, and then Val came in and she's like, hey, what's up, bro? You want to be in a movie in a few years? And he's like, hell yeah. Speaking of Val, though, she's pretty crazy. You got Yelena over here being like, you know what? I feel lost. I have no purpose in life. And then Bucky's over here getting all depressed because, you know, he's depressed from his show. That's what it is.
Oof,
he was a co-lead for his show, and like he didn't get any type of arc. Well, he got one, but they never actually did anything with it. So he's depressed. He's like, man, I'm still in these movies, and they're just like, I'm still on the side. I'm Sebastian Stan. I'm a good actor, but they're
done. They want
Steve Rogers is gone, so nobody cares about me anymore. I'm like, fuck, dude. Yeah, so Val's pretty crazy. She just like she knows like, oh yeah, you guys are at a low point in your life, bro. How about I just take advantage of that? I'm like, yo, that's pretty crazy. The evil Nick Fury. Like, what is it?
Yes.
What is with all this tension? What is with all this tension? Yeah, good trailer though. I'm excited. Next one, we got a little bit of a shorter trailer, but another trailer for Captain America. What do you think about this? Thoughts, feelings, thoughts and feelings?
I don't know his name, but the guy
Captain America.
The guy that was in
Captain America.
The guy with the gun. Who is he?
Oh, the guy with the gun.
Yeah. Like, is he a villain as well?
Oh, you already
Working
know.
for the
That
government?
dude almost plays exclusively villains. Giancarlo Esposito from The Boys.
Like, I like how they showed more of him in this trailer because I thought, I don't know. But like,
Yeah,
what's his role?
it was very vague in the first trailer. This one, he's going after Captain America.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Well, not cool in terms of the story. Yeah, I'm excited.
They show more of Red Hulk, which is cool. That's the president,
he looks
right?
really good. It's crazy. I like the red. The red's looking good.
Red bad,
also,
green
he
good.
turns into the Hulk at the press conference.
Oof.
That's pretty crazy. I thought when we saw the first trailer, like, because he was at the press conference,
like in a field
and then
or
at the end of the trailer, that's when Red Hulk was revealed. I was thinking like there was time in between. Like maybe he's like, okay, thank you, press. Let me leave now. And then he goes and fights somewhere else. It's like it happens there.
Like so he was trying to leave the situation? Or no? Or he chose to?
Ooh, I don't know about that. Because like people were like holding him down and stuff. Maybe he didn't want to turn into the Hulk, but then he did. Maybe it's like The Boys.
Yeah.
Where they like, he has a political advantage of not revealing it. But like then that's where it happens.
Yeah.
And then maybe because in both trailers they're like the president is like, hey, I want to work with you, Captain America. And then like in both trailers, like towards the later half of the trailer, the president is like, fuck you, but you're not Steve Rogers.
Right?
Like it's very antagonistic. So I'm thinking since they are already revealing that in the trailers, because I would think if that was a big twist, they wouldn't like tell us already that, oh, hey, the president is actually going to be the bad guy here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like,
it's the woman. She's going to turn into him.
I'm thinking he's like not a terrible guy in terms of this movie before the press conference. And then like maybe he blames Sam for having him transform into the Hulk in front of everybody. And then after that point, maybe that's when like he's like, you know what? Fuck you. You're not Steve Rogers. I don't need you.
Enemy of
you fucking ruined this shit for me. That may be what happens, possibly. Also, though, I saw this theory because this trailer's been out for a minute. You know that one woman in the room where Sam is like, "Can we?" She is apparently going to be like one of the Black Widows.
Oh,
remember how they all like left at the end of the movie? They're like, "We're free now."
Like they have more now, or she was one of them.
No, she was like one of them.
Oh,
so like after they split off and started to live their lives, this is one of them.
Oh, okay. So she's knows how to fight and everything.
Yeah, she's trained and she's pretty up there. Where it's like now the president's right hand woman.
Yeah,
like,
protect her.
That might be a bad idea. Maybe she's. What if she's still brainwashed?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe she's under the control of somebody else, but like they haven't used it yet.
Yeah. Like when he didn't like let her leave out of the room, like she's for sure giving away information.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, all right. So those were like the main Marvel trailers that were released. The movies are looking good next year.
These are all next year, right?
Yeah, Captain America's coming out in February.
Woo!
And then Thunderbolts in May. And then Fantastic Four, which we'll talk about in just a second, is coming out in July. So all within the next year.
Yeah, and this year we only have one, right? Or one or two?
Just got Deadpool, we got Agatha, and then maybe like another show towards the end of the year. But like that's it. Next year is looking pretty good though. Next up, we weren't able to see like the full trailer, but we saw parts of Ironheart. Thoughts?
It looks pretty good.
I got one thought.
I like the scene where she like stops the truck. It looks cool. Yeah, it looks cool. Is that supposed to be like related to Iron Man at all, or just she finds a suit and she knows the girl from Wakanda, huh?
It's supposed to be kind of like an Iron Man type thing, but it looks like they may just turn it into her own thing.
Yeah,
and it's only like kind of similar,
like Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
Thing. Okay. Cool.
My thought is cool suit. Yeah. All right, next up, Fantastic Four. They cool did a little suit. Greeting because they're shooting the movie right now. They don't have a trailer to show or anything. So it was just a cast. You're like, hey, yo, what's up? We're working on the movie. And we're like, hey, yeah, we're waiting for the movie. But we saw the suit. We got the suit. What do you think of the suit? I got a thought. Cool suit.
It's a pretty cool suit.
That's what I think. A cool suit. I'm thinking they're probably going to evolve the suits like at the end of the movie or whatever, because that's what they always do in these Marvel movies where it's like when they first start, so like, ooh, this is like a first draft of the suit and it's looking kind of rough, and then they evolve like a Pokemon. And it's like, oh, this is a cool suit right here. I like it though. Yeah. What do you think about Stranger
like
Things
blue
boy?
One, right?
Yeah.
The blue suit. It looks good. I mean, I vaguely remember the like original movie.
The original movie?
Looks cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Or the original cast of the movie. How that looked.
Yeah. You got Pedro Pascal over here.
Oh yes.
You got Vanessa Kirby. Got the guy from No Strings Attached.
Woo.
I'm excited. Cool suit. All right, next trailer, we got Moana 2. Thoughts? I got one thought. Cool suit.
She has a sister?
Did
she have a sister in the first one?
No.
Or no?
I don't think so.
Okay. Cool suit. I mean, another problem. How are we going to fix it? Boom.
It kind of looks like it's going to be kind of the same movie.
It looks like it. Like they're going to be in the water,
and
then they're going to be on dirt
for like 20 minutes
but they're
talking.
Gonna connect.
Yeah.
And then the guy's back, but like, didn't he mess things up last time? Or I don't remember.
Kind of, a little bit.
But he has a new
and then she talked to the big island, and then the island's like, okay, you know what? This is a great conversation. You're good.
She's going to connect the lands, but does that mean she's going to get rid of the water? Global
she's going to bring back Pangea?
Global warming?
Man, you don't know nothing about Pangea.
Like, just stay in your island. You're going to cause problems, girly.
Yeah. All right. Well, Moana 2 is going to be cool.
Looks cool.
I'm hoping for the crab to come back.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting his name, but it was crazy when he showed up.
With the crazy eyes, yes.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got the second Agatha All Along trailer.
It was Agatha All Along.
All right. I got thoughts, plural.
Do
you have anything first?
Just like overall.
It's
very like, is this gonna be a metaphor for like women? Like women gotta stick together.
Oh my.
Women gotta stick together. Like, oh, we got this. We've been dealing with this for so many years. Like witches have been dealing with the stuff for so many years, and it's like I want it to be more spooky since it's literally gonna come out spooky season, right?
Yeah.
I want it to be more
coming out
like,
next month, probably gonna end around like Halloween time.
Like the vibe I got in WandaVision from her, I love. It's just very like spooky, very like you didn't see her coming and then she's suddenly the villain.
Yeah.
So I really wanted that, but I don't know if it's just going to be a silly, goofy movie or if there's actually going to be, I don't know. But it looks cool. It'll still be fun to watch, I think.
Okay.
Thoughts?
All right, my thoughts. I want to go on record here and hope that it is not. I repeat, it is not. I hope that it is not a metaphor for women, because what I'm about to say will be highly problematic then.
Ooh. Go on.
This does not look funny. And, okay, let me just get into it.
Isaiah, when I make a joke, rant. This is not funny.
this is not funny. Where did you get the idea that you were funny?
Yeah, you fell off.
Am I supposed to like her? Because yes, they're like this. First of all, we waited 3 years for this. Granted, I could be wrong and it could be good. However, if this goes the way I think it's going to go, we waited 3 years to see her again, and this is what we're doing. We've seen 2 trailers already. Exact same trailer. I'm being hyperbolic.
There was 2 different ones?
Yeah, this is the second one we watched. I know you don't believe it. We've seen the first one. It's the same thing. It's like, oh man,
they're going through the woods.
We got to go through this witch's road with these people, and it's like, okay,
we're going to see the wizard.
But like they're like splicing in like, oh man, my past is crazy,
right? But you don't understand it. We'll get through it. Like,
am I supposed to like her? But then they end this trailer off with, and I quote again,
I'm going to use these witches.
I do not want it to turn out to be a metaphor for women, because then you get things like, and I quote, last one there is a nice person.
Last one there is a nice
touch witch. Hair a little bit, sassy turn. What is that?
And she uses witches as bitches. Like, she's not a girl's girl. We survive like witches.
Another quote. I just need these witches to get me to the end.
Yeah,
am I supposed to like her or not?
Right? Like, will she realize, oh, maybe the pot of gold at the end is all the friends we made along the way.
That might be what it is.
Wait, is this setting?
Or maybe I shouldn't turn my back on my friends. These are my friends. I made friends while we're doing this.
Is this setting like before? No, it's after WandaVision? Or
this
before?
Is after, yeah.
Oh, after.
Because like apparently Wanda's supposed to be dead. Even though there's a theory going around that in this show we might see the resurrection of Wanda. Maybe.
Ooh, her bones.
Possibly. No promises there, but maybe.
Just shunned, right?
What's up?
This is where she is now? Like, because she was sent away or something? Or no?
Last we saw Agatha is when Wanda placed that spell on her to live in Westview as Agnes.
Okay.
So, in this show, she's going to have to break the spell and then walk the road.
Find witches?
I
hope it's just like they just don't put everything in the trailer and then there's more.
My thing is, I also hope so, but it's 2 straight trailers of the same thing. Like, that's not usually a good sign. Yeah, that's usually a sign of that's literally all they have.
They're working with what they
got.
That's
the only angle they have.
Oof.
And
like,
that angle is
audience.
pretty it's pretty tame.
Season.
It's not a good angle.
Know your
We're not talking about a 90-degree angle right here.
Oh no.
We're talking about maybe like a 70-degree angle. It's like it's a little curve. That's it.
It's very demure.
All right. It's just I don't know. And then also it's not even like it's gonna be like real spooky and like fun. It looks kind of cringy, and also all the spooky things they've showed is like,
where are the men in this? we need more men.
It's like amateur kind of spooks.
Yeah, like for the kids, little thing to put on.
Yeah, my point is,
it looks like it's falling off.
It looks like it's doing a lot of things, meaning it's not gonna do much. Anything particularly well. As in, like, if you're going into the show for a comedy, it's probably not going to be that good of a comedy for you. Because, and I quote, last one there is a good person.
A good person. Ooh, she ate with that one.
What was Parks and Rec's girl, Aubrey Plaza? What was her first line when she comes out of the ground? Are you guys going on a trip, or like, do you need a partner? Something like that.
Yeah.
It was something like that, where it was another thing where I rolled my eyes. Like, brother, this guy stinks. So they got that. So it's probably not going to be a crazy, funny comedy if you're looking for that. if you're looking for spooks during Halloween time, why you probably could watch anything else. It's probably going to be way spookier. If you're looking for a drama, I don't know, man. It's
just a bunch of girls.
Yeah, like, I don't know, dude.
No romance unless.
I mean, we're definitely going to watch the show, but I don't know if I'm excited for it. I hope I'm wrong.
Especially since WandaVision was like our main number one show, and then this is a branch of it. So to see it be like, they fell off.
Yeah, I've been waiting years to see Agatha again. And it's this?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here? All right, last trailer we're talking about. Kraven the Hunter. Thoughts?
I don't think I had any.
Me
thoughts.
either. It's a Sony movie.
Looks cool.
So like Morbius and what's the other one? Morbius and Venom and
Spider-Man isn't Sony anymore? Or he is?
It is, but like they get a lot of help from Marvel to do it. So it's like mostly Marvel doing it. So those are why those movies are good. These are strict Sony movies. And also it came out this week, I think, where it's every villain that they make like a movie on, like Morbius, Kraven, all that type of stuff. Those villains get blocked from like Marvel being in movies? Spider-Man movies.
Oh.
So it's like they're just using these villains and then they're like, what do we do with Spider-Man? They're like, well, good luck with that. Oh. It's very weird.
Like they can't have him in the same one?
Yeah, like they could, but Sony doesn't want to do it. Oh. They want their own movies.
Okay.
They want to build like their own own universe by themselves without Marvel. Using Marvel characters and also they're kind of letting them use Spider-Man again, even though Sony owns the movie rights to him.
No, but sometimes.
But because Sony is so bad at making Spider-Man movies, Marvel is now in control, but they still want to make their own movies, but they are bad at making these movies.
Man.
So now we just got to watch all these villains just go into dust, into these voids of mediocre movies. But it's going to be rated R, just like Deadpool. Nice. I couldn't tell you what the plot is. I don't know what the story is, other than I would assume.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he's fighting. His name is Kraven. He's going to be hunting people. Probably starts hunting a particular group. It just so happens that this group is going to be a bunch of bad guys, and now the bad guys want to stop Kraven the Hunter.
Right.
So then maybe like the whole movie, like the bad guys are sending more bad guys after Kraven, and Kraven keeps killing those bad guys, and the bad guys at the top are like, man, let's send some more bad guys to kill Kraven. And Kraven kills those bad guys, and then they go back to the bad guys on top and like, how about we send more bad guys after Kraven? But this time, how about we defeat Kraven?
He's and really craving a fight.
They like, it's a big thing, and then they're going to be fighting Kraven, and then Kraven's going to win.
Yeah.
Then the bad guys are going to be like, wow, that's crazy.
Right, like nothing really stood out to me about him.
It looks mid.
It's just like, another villain, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. And then we're gonna build a movie around this person that like you're not really supposed to like, but like there you go, Madam Web. That's the other one.
Oh,
Sony made Madam Web.
Sense.
Yeah, they're just like making these movies. They're out of my memory.
Of all time.
That was one of the movies of all time.
True.
Yeah, so this could be also one of the movies that's ever been made. We'll have to see about that, though. But that's it for the trailers. Good trailers. I like the Marvel trailers. Moana, more Moana.
Yes.
Agatha. I don't know why I'm going to recap everything we just talked about. Those were the trailers we talked about. All right, moving on from the trailers. Let's move on to the Patreon supporter shout-outs.
Oh,
we're gonna say the names. It could be your real names,
or made up.
It could be a nickname. It could be a joke. Anything you want us to read here, within reason, of course.
Of course.
But yeah, we're gonna shout out the people that support us. All right, let's begin. Absolutely nobody, because the Patreon is launching right now. This is the announcement. There we go. We're gonna be starting a Patreon. There we go. If you want to get a shout out.
Thank you to absolutely nobody. We
far
we appreciate
you could be the shout out next episode. So yeah, that's the big announcement right there.
That could have been you.
Oh my. Okay, here's a question.
Yes.
Why haven't you started supporting on Patreon yet?
Oh,
actually,
me?
that's not a question for you. That's a question for the audience.
Didn't see me? Oh,
the question for you
the audience
is: should Robert Downey Jr.,
yes,
who is playing the villain Doctor Doom, showing up in the next Avengers movies, should he be playing a Tony Stark variant?
He should absolutely
defend
positively.
Yourself.
He should, because why not? Why not? You're not going to be that Tony Stark, but you could be there for one movie.
Okay, you're cooking a little bit.
Right?
Okay.
Why not?
All right, some people may be screaming now, listening to this podcast. They might be screaming
in the shower,
saying, well, Doctor Doom is a very cool character. Why are you going to waste him on being a Tony Stark variant instead of being the actual character?
Oh,
to those people, what do you say?
I misunderstood the question. You mean his character that he's playing is going to be a variant of Tony Stark?
Okay, so let me lay it down for you like this, brother.
Because I thought you meant can he be acting as both?
I'll lay it all down for you. Robert Downey Jr. I don't know if you know
RDJ,
this. He played Iron
RDJ.
Man. He played Tony Stark.
Oh my!
And then he died.
Wait, you're right. That was him.
Then Fantastic Four is coming out. Doctor Doom is mainly a Fantastic Four villain. There's rumors that he may appear, even if it's just at the very end or whatever.
Yes.
There's rumors about that. It's already been confirmed that this Fantastic Four movie is taking place in a different universe entirely.
Oh,
a whole different universe. That's confirmed, not a rumor.
Ooh. We give facts on this podcast.
But the rumor, yeah, we talk nothing but facts. Next up, a rumor is that Doctor Doom is going to appear in that movie.
Okay.
Not confirmed there.
Oh,
however,
allegedly.
Next to Avengers movies starring Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, when they announced him, they said Victor Von Doom. That's the character's name, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Victor Von Doom. Doctor Doom. Okay.
Oh.
That's how they introduced him. However, since we're doing multiverse stuff, people have been theorizing that when the movies come out, it could be they're just misleading us so they don't blow the surprise. But it's oh yeah, he is Doctor Doom, but from a different universe, aka could be from that Fantastic Four universe.
Yes.
Who was their Tony Stark that became this Doctor Doom.
Oh, that's interesting.
So, there's another thing I should probably mention, which I will now.
Please.
Robert Downey Jr. was not supposed to. He was very close to making a cameo in Deadpool as
Tony Stark.
As a Tony Stark variant.
Oh, but a poor Tony Stark, imagine.
Why?
Because he would have gotten a lot of hate and he's retired and they would sue him.
Absolutely not. He wants to make more money.
Wait, then why did he stop being Tony Stark?
It said that, well, first, I think that wasn't his decision.
Oh.
Yeah.
Darn.
Yeah.
They just killed him off.
So, the talk going around is that they didn't do that cameo, or he said no to it.
Yes.
Because they started being in talks of him playing Doctor Doom.
Okay. So they didn't want to confuse us?
Yeah, they didn't want to confuse us, do a dilution and stuff. Okay. So it didn't work out.
Oh, okay. Or it would have been more surprising if we just see him over here rather than, he was in this. Oh, we already saw him in that one movie. So it's
Yeah.
I guess.
They didn't want to ruin the big return, unlike a cameo.
I like it. I hope he is a variant.
So yes.
Good,
because I do too.
Yes. But some people you said are screaming that they don't want him.
Some people right now are screaming. They've been screaming ever since I first started saying they started screaming. They've been screaming this whole time.
Yes.
Because they want Doctor Doom built up from the ground up as a character they like.
As his own person?
As his own person, as his own character without any ties to anything else.
That makes sense. I guess if you're grew up knowing the character, but they're they're just putting him with Robert Downey Jr. just because he's famous or more liked.
Yeah, popular. Exactly.
Yeah.
I get, but also...
But I want RDJ as RDJ.
I want RDJ.
Also, where's him and Pepper?
What people are thinking is going to happen after these two Avengers movies, they're going to close the multiverse, and they're going to do a reboot kind of. Ooh. Because they got all the characters now, so they might do a little restart.
Ooh.
But even if they don't do that, I don't think he's going to keep playing this character past the Avengers movies. I think he's just going to do these Avengers movies and then he's out.
Who?
Robert Downey Jr.
Like as Dr. Doom?
Dr. Doom. So I think like no matter what, whether he's a Tony Stark variant or not, I think this could be a temporary thing. Yeah. And then I think afterwards, they're going to bring in like, quote unquote, the real Dr. Doom. Like the one they're going to use afterwards.
Maybe.
So I think he should be a variant. Because it's like, if he's already temporary, if you got the same actor, you're doing the multiverse, which is already, you're doing a bunch of variants anyway. Yeah. We just watched a movie where we had a Wolverine variant. Yeah. And it was great. Why not bring the hero that saved the universe and then bring him around and say, oh yeah, you know what? Here's a variant of that hero that died that you missed. Now he's trying to destroy everything.
Yes. I would like that.
I think that's the most interesting option. And then afterwards, they could like do the actual Doctor Doom.
Yeah, give both what they want.
Yeah. I think that's how they should go about it.
They should.
Like, imagine Tony Stark, not Tony Stark. Well, kind of. Like, that variant, like, being like, oh yeah, I'm going to take over the world. And then Spider-Man has to be like, oh no. Oh no, my hero. I got to fight my hero. My daddy?
Daddy's evil? I knew he was kind of mean, but he's evil?
But I gotta stop my dad?
Oh yeah, I gotta kill my father figure?
Yeah. And then Rhodey. Yeah. Not the Skrull one.
Yes. Oh my god.
But the real one might be back at that time. He's like, I gotta stop Tony? You mean Tony?
Pepper's gonna see him
again? The
guy's
funeral I missed because I was a Skrull? I gotta fight him?
Pepper's gonna be like, but he's my love. You can't kill him.
You can't get, or maybe you can. I don't know. Am I in these movies? I have no idea.
This is the closure I needed.
Yeah.
Stabbing him.
Yeah, she's stabbing him with, yeah.
Yeah, feminist.
Oh, and then after stabbing her, of course, she's got to save him because she feels bad. She's like, let me cover up those wounds with some goop.
Goop.
With some goop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we're in agreement. He should be a variant. All right. So, like, let's say this podcast takes off. Right?
Where is it going?
Fantastic Four style. We're going to go out into space.
Oh, yes.
People start listening. We are not going to bend on this opinion. No matter how many people say we're wrong.
Tell us.
We will both say that he should be a variant. Yes. We're going to die on that hill.
Yes, we will die for you.
I don't know why there's hills in space where we would, but we're going to die on it. All right. Yeah. So that was a little question I want to throw out to you because that's been a hot topic. So now we move on to the introduction of this potential new segment that you have no idea about.
I have no idea, you guys.
You have no idea. It's a big surprise.
I'm learning with you guys and I'm experiencing with you guys, and that's okay. Also, Isaiah wouldn't tell me before this.
So experience this. We're going to be doing a draft.
Of war?
No, not of war. We're going to be doing a draft. This specific one, since we're talking about MCU, we got a lot of trailers and stuff.
Yes.
We are going to draft 5 MCU films or series, your choice, right now. So the idea is what I'm thinking. We do this little draft. We do our picks.
Yes.
And then maybe on the Patreon, which I don't know if you realize this if you're listening. We just announced it. You could join the Patreon. Maybe the Patreon people can vote on whose list is better. And then the following segment, like the winner is going to be able to choose the things we draft on that episode. Yes. You know?
So I'm going to be choosing 5 that I like and you also, and then we tell each other?
Yeah, but the intrigue of it is like we could choose each other's. Like we're going to take turns.
So we're choosing 5 altogether or 5 each?
5 each.
But like can't be the same ones, right?
We're like
so that's why we're
competing
going back and forth?
Wait, what's up?
Like we can't choose the same one, so that's why we're going back and forth?
Yeah, once somebody chooses one, like that's off the table.
Like, ooh, I'm choosing Jimmy for softball. Oh, you got Sally.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. That makes sense.
So it's going to be a little competition.
All right. And you haven't given this any thought yet? Or
I have an idea of what I want on my list, but I haven't like constructed my list.
All right.
I'm going to pull up the list of the movies and shows right now.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to do a little coin flip real quick. What do you pick, heads or tails?
We have a real coin. Tails.
Tails? And it is?
It is tails.
Oh, you're going first. Who's your round 1 draft pick?
I want WandaVision.
What the? Okay,
What?
all right. That was gonna be like my second pick. All right, you got WandaVision.
Your turn.
Okay, mine is going to be Avengers Endgame then.
Oh, that kind of ties into mine and our argument, but my next one will be.
Oh, you don't even know.
Am I writing these down?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Infinity War, Avengers Infinity War, please, for 200.
All right, I will take. You know what? Deadpool and Wolverine.
Ooh. Okay, I will take Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Whoa. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
There.
I am going to take Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
All right. I am taking Iron Man.
The first one? The OG? Oh my, can it be?
Perchance.
It is.
Yes. I think I also like the second one, but yes, Iron Man.
Okay, Iron Man first. 1. Okay, that's respectable. All right, my fourth pick is going to be... Captain America Civil War.
Oh.
Because how could I not?
My fourth pick will be, or is it fifth? Guardians of the Galaxy.
Which volume?
The first
one.
Oh,
can it be? Oh, the first one. Okay. Yes. Okay. And my last pick is going to be... What's up?
I don't know if I didn't write one of mine down, but should I already have 5 since I went first?
You should. You did go first.
So Infinity War? Oh, I do. Yes. That was all.
Yeah, your first pick was WandaVision.
Wanda, yeah.
All right. My final pick, I'm going the classic.
Classic.
The first.
Avengers.
The inaugural Avengers movie.
Ooh.
All right.
Spicy.
Let's have you list down your list.
My list?
Yeah, list them down for me on your list.
Like full circle. Wanda is number first, WandaVision. Avengers Infinity War. Spider-Man Homecoming. Iron Man. And Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1.
And mine is number 1, Avengers Endgame. 2, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh.
3, Captain America Civil War.
Oh.
Nope, that's wrong.
Oh,
Captain America
wrong.
the Winter Soldier. Oh. Number 4 is Captain America Civil War. And number 5 is The Avengers.
Nice.
Those are some pretty good lists.
Some OGs.
Some OGs for sure. Maybe in the future we do like a films only and a shows only thing because there's a lot to choose from.
True.
But yeah, so head on over to the Patreon. I'll probably make it a free poll. It's not going to be a paid poll or anything. But just head on over to the Patreon. There's probably going to be a poll up there. Vote for who had the better list this week. And then when we do this next time, the winner is going to be able to choose the topic of the next draft. And I'm thinking we could either come up with our draft ideas for the future, or maybe the Patreons can they could come up with draft ideas that they want to see. Maybe we do a hybrid and stuff. That could be fun.
I can't believe She-Hulk wasn't on your list.
It's you know,
you talk about it a lot.
Maybe if we do a draft of the greatest of all time, and then that'll be the single entry that I'll draft. You know what? I'll just draft She-Hulk 5 times.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's going to be the idea. So I've been saving it for something big. I'm a big fan of She-Hulk. I want to put that on record. That's a fun little segment, huh? Yeah, good little segment.
Yeah.
A little draft.
It for sure would be different if I had just shows. I just thought of that.
Yeah, me too.
Because I thought of like Loki and a few others, but in the moment I couldn't really think of all of them at once. It's a lot of picks.
Yeah. But yeah. So then we continue on with this podcast.
Yeah, it's almost gonna end, but first.
But first, we got to end it
with
us.
Are you breaking up with me? What?
Possibly, depending on how you feel about this movie.
Oh. Damn.
We're going into our review segment here today. We're reviewing a movie that came out last week at the time of the recording. We're a little bit late. We didn't go to the midnight showing of this movie, but it ends with us. A book adaptation movie.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna start it off. We're gonna do a little countdown. Okay? Woo. We're gonna do a little 7 countdown.
7?
I'm gonna count down from 7. And then once I hit 1, we're gonna say our score out of 10. We're gonna see if we can we might have the same score or not. Right, ready? 7, 6.
Why 7? I don't know.
4. Gotta build up that tension. What is with all this tension?
After 0 or 1?
I'm not gonna say 0. I'm gonna say 1, and then that next beat is going to be our score.
All right, from the top.
We gotta start it over.
Yeah.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6. 8. Whoa! You say 8. I got 6. Define your 8.
Oh my god, this movie made me tear up a few times. Very very not so demure. Very cutesy.
Okay.
I feel like it captured the book very well. Like most of the details. Like the casting, I know a lot of people like are kind of bummed about the casting.
They were screaming.
Yes. And then like let me tell you some tea about her after Blake Lively. But it was really like I feel like the message came across.
What message was that?
Domestic violence is like not okay.
Oh, it's not good.
It's not good.
Oh.
And it ends with us. And you'd think, ooh, it ends with us. They're talking about the relationship. But no, she's talking about her and the baby. And you knew. Maybe because I told you. But you're like, you knew that was coming. In the book, honestly, it was like predictable, like where it was going. Like just because a lot of things are very cliche. But that's like how it is. How books are. But I liked it. It was very, very emotional.
Okay. All right. Cool. Anything else to add?
I don't like some of the acting was a little
It's a little wonky.
Yeah, like why was she laughing so much about everything? Was it out of being uncomfortable, or is that just I never noticed if that's just something she does in every role she has? I don't know. I'm just thinking of her in Gossip Girl, honestly. That's my only point to
frame of reference.
Yeah, yes. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. But it was pretty good. Pretty good. The friend was like a little too much sometimes, but that's how she is in the book, honestly. It's like that cliche friend that's like pulls everything together and then they happen to be brothers or sister with Ryle.
Yeah.
I feel like she looks kind of like how I imagined Lily in the book. And then Ryle also kind of. The guy, I was picturing him, or Atlas, I was picturing him more like maybe younger. Like they should all kind of, in the book, they're like in their 20s. And they kind of don't look like they're in their 20s, but it's more realistic.
They're looking mid-30s.
It's more realistic, I guess, if they're, because he's a doctor, and in the book, he's like very young doctor, and it's very like, even more like, that's why she doesn't believe it so much, I think, in the movie, because she's like laughing about it, which in the book, I don't think she laughs about it as much. It's like, why were they joking on his profession? But, I don't know.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was cool. And then the thing on the roof, it was a lot more, they for sure downplayed a lot of it, like the bad parts, and then also like the sex scenes. There was a lot more like sex scenes in the book, which I'm glad, honestly. Like it's more awkward to see it in the movie, but it's like you're reading it, it's like, oh, you turn the page, it's like, oh, interesting. Like they don't portray it the same. And like in the beginning, she clearly stated she didn't want like a relationship, and then he was suddenly wanting a relationship. And all these things all of a sudden. And the time frames are a little like too close together, but it's a movie, so I understand. But I liked it for like they got most of it down. And the little details don't really matter overall, as long as the message comes across. But yeah. I liked it. I don't know if I'd watch it again, but you just need to watch it once, really. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah. I like how they did like the flashbacks in between, because in the book is just a chapter reading her journal, and then it goes back to this. So it didn't occur to me that like in it, I don't know why I assumed like she would be reading it and like it's her voice in the background, but That's just because we read it in the book. But it was cool. What are your thoughts?
I think...
Yes.
I mean, pornography is free. So I'm sick of sex scenes. I fucking hate them. They're boring.
Like, oh.
The only sex scenes I think should exist...
Yes.
Are... It's gonna be weird, but like when it's like fucked up. As in like, remember House of the Dragon? When it's like, it's an uncle and a niece fucking each other. That is like, okay, I get why I'm seeing this because it's fucked up and it like drills in the head how fucked up this is going.
Yeah.
There's like a point to it.
So like the rape scene or no? Rapey scene?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that had a point. But like, if it's just like, oh yeah, these two characters are having sex. Brother, pornography is free. If you want to watch pornography, it gets much better than what you're watching in this movie. And also, the other thing that they have against this movie, and I'm talking still about the porn industry, those people are really having sex. I know these people aren't having sex. I know they're not.
It was giving 50 Shades of Grey in some of the scenes and the music too.
It's just, it's like, always so cringy to me. I just start looking up at the ceiling of the theater. I'm like, damn, this is a dark ceiling.
Like, drink my drink.
It's uncomfortable. It's not real. I don't care.
Like Ryan Reynolds had to watch that next to her.
Listen, brother, I know what sex is. Even though I've never had sex, I know what it is.
I know of it.
I don't need to see people pretend to have it. There's no reason for it. Let's get sex.
But they do it in the book.
You know what? Let's get sex out of these movies.
Yes.
It's boring.
Children do not
need to see. You know what
it
is? It's fluff.
I want to see this movie with my mom.
It's fluff. Man.
Yeah.
So that's my first thought. Oh my God. How many times am I going to watch these two people kiss each other? It's boring.
After every
I'm
fight.
not the one kissing her. And I'm not the one kissing him. I don't care. It's boring. It bores me. Get that out of there. And there's a lot of it here. Her doing the laughing. It's like, oh, kiss me. Kiss. No, kiss. Giggles.
Love
Kiss.
you.
Kiss. Giggles. No. No,
joke.
I love you. Trust me, I love you. Kiss. Giggle. Bro.
The amount of times your head turned.
I think it's very ironic that this movie wasn't that bad, by the way. It's 6. It's like, it's a hair above being average. But... I find it very ironic. I know they had to name it the same thing as the book. I understand that. But I just think it's very ironic for this movie specifically to call itself It Ends With Us, and the movie went forever. This is a very long movie. It just kept going.
I was like, oh my God, how are they going to squeeze everything in? But I get you. I was like, wait, we're still like, I'm like looking forward to when this is going to happen. Like, ooh, and like, oh, I feel like they like, it went pretty. To me, it felt like it was going quick.
I guess so. I don't got the. I'm not familiar with the story's game.
Because I was like, oh my God, and like in between, I'm like, oh, like Isaiah doesn't know this, but I know why it's raining outside, and like all this stuff. Yes. The secret, the little Easter eggs, and then I'm like, oh, they skipped over this whole thing, but oh, we're already at the baby. The baby part was like going so fast, and I was like, oh, when are they gonna do this? And like, yeah, in the book, like she's with her baby down the street and then like sees Atlas, and then she like I guess Ryle's gonna pick the baby up, and then she like runs back and like, wait, do you want to get coffee? After she gets rid of the baby.
Not
gets rid of the baby, but yeah. So I thought that was gonna happen, but like same thing I guess happened. Still saw the baby and stuff, but yeah.
So the story is like whatever. I mean, it's like, you know, it's a predictable story. My biggest thing, she wanted a divorce. By the way, we're doing spoilers. Like,
yeah, go watch it.
No
it's been
spoiler
out for a
alert.
week.
Yeah.
Crazy.
She wanted a divorce.
Yes.
And told him that while he's holding the baby. How do you do that? You're divorcing him because he flips the fuck out and hits you. And then you say you want a divorce while he's holding the baby?
Well, like, do you mean like why in that moment, or like, ooh, should have taken the baby back and then done that?
Take the baby back and then tell him.
He wouldn't do that, though.
Man, that's exactly what he said when he said he's not going to hit her. That's crazy.
Well, her, in the book, she explains, like, in that moment, she realized she doesn't want to put the baby through that, so that's why. Like, she realized in that moment, and he happens to be holding the baby, like, you know, she's like, yeah. But like in the book, she's like being like, oh, can we get back together? This and this, like, and then she's still like, oh, I'm still thinking about it. Like, I'll know when, like let's wait till the baby comes. It's too much drama. Let's just think about the baby. And then that happens, and then she's like, yeah, like if I don't do it now, then I'm not gonna do it or whatever. I don't know. But yeah.
I just think it's highly irresponsible. With the
He's
baby
just gonna
still in his
toss
arms.
the baby out what did the baby do?
Like, you don't know how this dude's gonna react.
I mean, he's being chill. Well, yeah. Yeah. I assume, I mean, in the book, he's like getting help or whatever at the end, and like they're just thinking about the baby. But yeah, true.
And also, fucking, I don't want victim blame. I get you. Fucking massive red flag right when he's introduced.
The chair, right?
What is this?
I saw people like in the comments of like that first scene, like, oh, this movie really made me realize how the signs are like there from the beginning. Like, no shit. Like, no one's realistic. I mean, I wouldn't. Like, you see that, you run away or like go the opposite way. You're not going to be like, oh my God, I'm going to sit here next to this guy next to a building.
Yeah.
Like, he could push me off for all I know.
Or at the very least,
don't.
I'll give it to you where it's like, okay, he's a hothead. I get you. Okay. But like hot. Being like, she's like surprised that this is happening. But it's if you're going into a relationship with that kind of dude, where the introduction is where he's flipping out on a roof, kicking a chair, at least be like, you know what? I didn't think he would hit me. But like it's not fucking impossible. Or like when he
because he gets angry
when she first gets hit, like, you know what, that kind of makes sense. And then maybe stay in the relationship, you're scared. I get all that. But like to be like,
oh, like he could change, or he didn't actually do it.
No, it's impossible. It's impossible for this.
He's gaslighting her. He's like,
yeah, but like,
and then she literally
your introduction to this dude was a red flag.
True.
That's like if he was a normal guy and then gets into a relationship and then did all this shit, then I get it, gaslighting. But like,
I could change.
You weren't even attached to this dude when you met him, and you saw a red flag that could. And then she has past issues with the same, like.
But he's supposed to be really hot.
Why are you? She's like so oblivious to the shit going into it. That's my problem. Yeah. She's acting as if, maybe I am victim blaming. She's acting as if like someone who wasn't around domestic violence growing up, and then suddenly she's sucked into it and she doesn't like know how to like navigate it.
She was taught growing up that it was okay.
But like, so that's fucking she had sex with a guy because his fucking parents had that issue while her parents were having that issue. And it's like, how do you...
She was taught it was okay.
Again, it just like hit her by surprise. That's what I'm confused about.
Yeah.
She's like, what?
Oh, like when she finally ran out. You. Yeah.
It's like, how do you use your wisdom that you got from childhood, brother? You fucking walked out of your father's eulogy because of this shit, but like you can't put 2 and 2 together on what?
Yeah. I mean, it's difficult. It's complicated.
I don't know. I get you. You're valid.
Like she explains it in there.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe that's
getting out of it is difficult. Like, but like I think with what I was presented, I think she had enough information to be very cautious at least.
Yeah, like the whole fight. I mean, the other guy also like threw punches too. So
and he was fucking stalking her at first too. So many red flags.
Oh my God, they didn't even.
He would not let her get a breath in.
Yeah, like he was like pushing, because like he literally in the book he's like, I just want to have sex one time and then I'm done. Like I'll get over, like I'll leave you alone. So like in the book it's like, oh, a kiss. They make it kind of romantic, but like I mean in the movie, like oh, it's a kiss, but like in the book, like literally asking for sex. Literally like I don't think the movie like it doesn't seem that stalkery. Like he goes to the flower shop, but like that's the first time they see each other after that. But he like goes into every building in the city and like knocks on every door until he finds her door in the book. So literally stalks her. So that's why in the beginning he's like, I'm not gonna stalk you if you give me your last name. I'm like, yes. He's crazy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Atlas living in the same city as her and doesn't even know she exists.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Doesn't even know. And she recognized him. It's not like
she couldn't moved there because of him.
Yeah, right. That whole like magnet thing in the book that she kept because of him. It's also like, oh, I got a tattoo because of him. but I'm not gonna look him up. I would look him up. You're old enough to, like, when she moved out there, I would have just been like,
yeah,
where you at, bro?
True.
Nah, I'm a own my flower shop. Like, she had to read the paper at some point.
She had to.
And he was number one, so that means
he's number one. People know about this restaurant.
Yeah, like, does she not read?
Yeah, and it's like
I wonder,
was the first when she's been living there with her mom to that restaurant? Was that the first time she's ever been to that restaurant ever?
I guess she said her mom's been wanting to go there and stuff, and I think in the book, like, this is the first time she went out to her city to see her because she didn't like her mom or like really want to talk to her because of the whole situation with the dad. Yeah. But now that the mom needs somebody, like, and she's alone, she's like, okay, like, let's have her visit more and stuff. Yeah. So I guess that was the first time. But, like, he says he drives by there a lot. They're bound to just see each other at some point. But
also another red flag.
Green flag.
The proposal. The proposal.
And then, like, at least, like, let's sit down and think about this for a second, because you're just
You're doing this like, straight off of a whim.
The baby endorphins are getting to you.
And then like, he didn't even like say anything to like reassure her. We're like, I've been thinking about this for a bit, but like, this is the moment I know. He literally admits, I could do it.
Yeah.
Like, in that moment. What?
And like,
what do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Fuckboy this whole time.
The end was pretty cool though. Other than her wanting a divorce while the baby is still in his grasp. Other than that, I thought it was pretty cool where it's like, not cool, you get what I mean, where it's like, she's like, oh yeah, I want to name it after your brother. He's like, that's the nicest thing anybody's ever done to me.
Oh yeah.
And then I want a divorce. I like how it's like she gave him a little bit to try to heal him
but let me take something
from his
back.
Childhood, because she knows it's he's been hurting. And this is probably the cause of it all.
Yeah.
But then it's like, like, I'll give you that, but like, you're not going to ruin the gift I just gave you, as in like ruin this kid's life. I'm taking the kid.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
I'm taking this kid back like you took your brother's life away, right?
Holy shit. I didn't want to say that, but kind of.
I wouldn't want to name my child something like that, because then like, it just reminded me of the mistake I made when I was, like, he was little, but like, it would be kind of sad, too sad to name after someone that passed away. True. Unless it was like from old age, like after your grandma or something. But yeah. It's like too much pain, I would feel. Yeah. Emmy, we could call it Emmy. Emerson. Little Emerson.
Well,
that's Emerson. Not a girl's name. Emmy.
So can you explain to me the lore?
The lore.
Of
Blake Lively?
The oven bit.
The oven. Oh.
Like,
I mean,
did he just burn himself with one hand and then fucking backhanded her ass with the other? So like, what was that?
That first scene, I mean, it made it seem like that in the moment, but just so we won't see it as that, I think. Yeah. Just how she didn't see it as like abuse.
Yeah.
But in reality, as we saw in the flashback, so he goes for it. They're like having a good time, and they're drinking.
Which, by the way,
they're drinking.
He's a doctor, by the way.
An excuse, but
he's going to grab it with his bare hands.
Because he's an idiot.
Fucking idiot. He operates on people.
Yeah.
Well, what?
In the book, like, they're drinking a little bit of wine, so they're kind of like, goofing off, and then he doesn't realize it, and like, I think they mentioned it for like a second that he has a big surgery coming up. And his hands are a big part of it because he has to be really, like,
There's
precise.
A lot of cool lore that could have been cool in this movie.
Right? I mean, she says it, because literally when it happens, his hand, she says, like, oh, no, because you know how he falls back in the glass?
Yeah.
She says, oh, no, your
hand.
Yeah, your hand, the procedure, she says it. So I guess they did mention it. I might have missed it. But they mentioned it before, like, like, probably briefly as they're, like, flirting, whatever. Like, oh, yeah, I have a big surgery coming up, very precise.
Probably got distracted by Blake Lively's laughing.
Yeah.
I got big surgery coming up.
So,
you could do surgeries?
In the book, or, like, in that, he, like, they're drinking. So then he, like, doesn't realize he doesn't have the glove on, and he, like, gets it. And he kind of, like, it's not that big of a deal. It's just, like, a little burn. But she's still laughing, like, oh, my God, huh? Like, I can't believe you did that.
She's a laugher.
Yeah, and then he's like, you think this is funny? Like, I need my hand for the surgery. Like, and then, like, boom, smacks her. And
Let me show you what
falls.
This hand can do.
Oh, well.
What?
Or, like, I don't know if he pushes her or something like that. And she, like, hits her head on like the counter or something. So like it is kind. I mean, like pushes her, just like, you know, like get away from me. Like, why are you laughing at me? And she hits herself. And then she pushes him back, like, no, like as he's trying to like help her. And then he falls in the glass and stuff. And then it's like, oh, he's like, yeah, don't worry about my hand, babe. Like, let's worry about you, the thing that I caused. And then that's the whole thing. So like in the book it does say it, but in the movie they like didn't show it. That's why it felt so quick. It's just like a big, like he just did it. Because that's how she said it to everybody, that it was just an accident. And then the falling down the stairs, the only reason she's leaving is because he's freaking out about, I forget what. Is it the number or is it the tattoo? Something. But yeah, she's just trying to leave. And then he gets like upset that she's leaving, so he pushes her down the stairs and then he regrets it. But yeah. But that's the lore, the oven lore. I highly recommend.
Well, we're going to end it here. It ends with us.
It ends with us.
One thing you wanted to talk about.
Yes, the Blake Lively.
So what you want to talk about is how Avengers Endgame is better than Infinity War. So I'll let you speak on that.
Infinity War is better than Endgame.
No, I think you got that mixed up.
Everyone's dead. Half the people are dead. That's kind of depressing. But anyways, Blake Lively. So the main characters, so like Ryle and Lily. So Blake Lively and Justin, I don't know his last name, but they both like, well, he's like the, say director?
He's a director, and the star.
He stars in it. And like, I didn't see any like PR for this, but I saw that there was like drama between them. Apparently they had like a big falling out, or like they didn't like each other, and the cast sided with Blake Lively for some reason. But now that like their interviews of the movie has come out, everyone's kind of hating on Blake Lively.
Okay.
Like he, like on his Instagram, on everything, like about the movie. I mean, he's also the director, but he's like, you know, getting the message out about domestic violence. If you need help, if you need to reach out, like in all his interviews, he's really talking about it, like that it's, you know, for like, oh, I hope somebody watches this and then they realize they're in that situation and then they like ask for help, etc. And then meanwhile, Blake Lively in her interviews,
like, I got a massive payday, motherfucker.
Like she doesn't really care about it, and she like is just kind of
Ryan
surface
Reynolds
level.
is a great guy. I have not had to deal with this.
She's trying to be Ryan Reynolds.
Define that.
Trying to be funny.
She's trying to be funny?
Or like she's making a lot of jokes and like it's silly, but like it comes off kind of like bad. Like she's being asked about the movie. Or yeah. Like she's being asked about the movie and like kind of dodges the questions with like, oh yeah, like because they said, oh, like Lily has like expressed her goals, like her character that she plays, like expressed her goals in the movie. Like, what are your goals or whatever? And she's like, oh, one of my goals was to wear this dress that was from Britney Spears or whatever, and then that's all she says. And then a different one, like she kind of says it, but she kind of says a lot by saying nothing. She's like, oh, how does it feel to play such a strong character that, you know, is not only a domestic or like a victim of a domestic violence, but also a strong like character, like strong whatever. And then she's like, oh, well, honestly, like that doesn't, I don't think they should be just identified as a victim. They're also like strong. She's also a strong woman and she has goals and she has this and this. And like everybody like shouldn't be like, oh, we shouldn't focus on the domestic violence. Like she's more a person than that, which I get what she means. But like that's been her answer for everything. So I feel like she's just repeating this answer like she was like fed that answer. And then like another one, like it was like a Zoom meeting type of thing. But like they ask a serious question, like, and then she like kind of like makes a joke, like not taking it seriously. And like, oh, what would you do if somebody had like this problem or like this problem of domestic violence and they wanted to talk to you about it? Like, how would you go about that? Like, let's say fans come up to her and like want to talk about it, or I don't know exactly what they meant by the question, but she was like, oh, well, they can like text me, or they can like I'm sure there's a find my location thing and we can meet up. I'm like, what? Like, what kind of answer? I don't know. But like, it's just a lot of, yeah. Or like, yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm liking this.
But yeah.
We're going to do more podcasts in the future, right?
Yes.
So I'm liking how we're establishing this dynamic of you being problematic and me
Me?
being an ally to women. Because I'm siding with Blake Lively.
Okay.
How is she supposed to answer these questions?
Like,
these bullshit. Well, oh yeah, this random fan. You're dealing with this? You know what? Call me, tweet me.
yeah,
What's she supposed to say? She's got to put out
like-
fluff. These are
like,
bullshit
it comes off
questions.
really rude. Like, at least have a generic answer. Like, oh, like, I'll give them these, I don't know, like, the hotlines to, like, talk about it. And, like, do. Or, like, she clearly, well, not clearly, but, like, she seems like she doesn't relate to it personally. But, like, I don't know. She's, like, kind of making it, like, a joke.
Like, let's walk it back. People are like, hey, yo, you're playing this domestic violence victim in this movie who's also a strong character. Other than what she said, what is she supposed to say?
Like, it's good to be a role model for women, see how they respond to, like, the situation, and I hope people will, I don't know. Well, I guess, I don't know. I just want to know what their feud was about. Maybe the man is wrong, actually.
I don't know. Maybe the way she's going about it is wrong, but also, like, these are bullshit questions. And it's like, there's, like, no winning in that kind of scenario. I empathize with her. It's a tough position. You made a movie and it's like, okay, now you're
the
leader of the domestic violence movement now because you starred in this movie. And then it's like, other than just like the standard stuff you should say around it, like what else are you supposed to say about it if you're not qualified to talk about it?
True. I'll show you clips later.
Okay.
You know how this should end?
With us.
With us.